Myself, we'll start talking out. What did it mean to finish like you did and take their business yourself? You know, Eagles kind of throw the white flag midway through the game, although you saw the score down toward the stars, but you guys did it yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I think I mentioned it weeks ago about running our own race and just focusing on that, controlling what we could control, and we're able to do that. I mean, obviously, the latter part of the year had that stretch there where we didn't handle it the way we would have liked to handle it, losing a couple of road games back-to-back, but getting back home, winning that one, we knew it was important to come back on the road, finish the division, being a road game, understanding what we've been through on the road, with importance, with the offense firing, playing complementary football, and in a big game to win the division, secure the 2 seed, and make sure that, as you said, we finish things in our hand, in our way, to our expectations and to our standards. And proud of the guys, proud of the locker room, coaching staff, everybody, organization, of doing just that.
Dak, Todd Archer, the ESPN. As you get ready for this, you've been to the playoffs now a couple times. How much are you ready to take this next step and go further than you guys have gone?
Yeah, very ready. Obviously, coming off of the past years, understanding the team we have, knowing we're coming into the season, that we had a team that could compete, wanted to put ourselves in this position, wanted to stay in the moment each and every week and not look forward to this, but now it's upon us. And I think most importantly, we've got to take it one game at a time with the same attitude that we came into this game with, same attitude that we've taken in every home approach. And it's Green Bay lined up right now. And just everything focuses on that. We'll enjoy this plane ride home, and guarantee you tomorrow everybody turns the page, puts this regular season behind them, and understands that tomorrow's not promised in that sense, that we've got to make sure we give everything we can in each and every moment of our preparation, our practice, our walkthroughs, our film study, taking care of our bodies to make sure that we're going out there and we're putting, as I've mentioned before, best versions of ourselves come out there on whenever the day is we play.
Does this feel different than the other times you've gone with how you feel about the team going into the playoffs?
Yeah, for sure. Especially, obviously, you look at last year, the way we came into this place and didn't finish the season the way we wanted to where we are now, the growth, the coaching staff, the players, the accountability, the communication, the transparency, and both sides of the ball holding their own, really. Not one side picking and holding and doing more, I guess you could say, than the other side. Really understanding that we have three great units. I mean, special teams went out there and made a huge play tonight. So 3 great units going into this thing. We're fit all the way around at this moment, at this time. Doesn't matter who we play, where we play them. We're excited for our opportunities. And as I said, it's about one at a time. And thankful we get to do it at AT&T next weekend.
Calvin Watkins, Dallas Morning News. You talk about a lot of criticism you take. The head coach also takes it. How important has he been this year just to get you guys to this point?
Yeah, it's been huge. He's been huge. Obviously, stepping in, taking over the play calling, and really much more than that. I mean, just you can ask him his weekly schedule and the way that he's approached has been much different than it has in the past years. And just I talk about communication, accountability. It's been amazing. I can't thank him enough. He's been an amazing head coach as he's continuing to be, but to be a play caller and have this relationship with me and him even grow more, understanding that, we're probably 2 of the people that get criticized the most. And so being able to lean on each other has been important. And, excited for the future and excited for this game, excited for him for this game as much as everybody else. And knowing what this game means for the Dallas Cowboys, it's got something a little special for him as well. And it's important for us to get it for our own being, but the way that we do it will be a punctuation for him.
Tim Kalishaw, Dallas Morning News. A year ago, we were asking you about leading the league in interceptions, my favorite topic of yours. You promised it would not happen again, and instead you led the league in touchdown passes. How would you describe where you were a year ago and what it took to get where you are now? Consistency and work. 2 things that I've believed in. Never shied away from the work, putting the time in, and just going back to just Mike, right? Talking about play caller purpose and just the way that he's got these guys, the receivers, the back end, the offensive line, the protection, everybody in sync, and what I'm thinking and what I'm doing, I think is a huge part of that. Coach Robert Prince, the receivers, of staying on his guys, being detailed. Lunda Wells,
Blasco and Evan in the run game, and then obviously Solari and Chin Young in the coaching the guys up front, and just everybody understands the purpose of a play, why it's being called, what's expected, and the execution part, and what everybody has to do in their 111th, their job. And for me, it's just about being consistent, not believing anything other than what I believe, and believing in myself and the people that have supported me all the way throughout, from leading the league in interceptions and missing 5 games to being in this point. I talked about it last year. A lot of it's the confidence, the work that I've put into it, to have the confidence and throw into tight windows. And I think if you just go over and look at it, a lot of it is guys expecting it, understanding that ball is coming, and them going and making plays. And then some fortunate bounces have went this way that they didn't go last year. So a lot goes into it. Thankful for those guys, this team, this locker room, the support that I've had all the way through.
John Machota with The Athletic. You having that belief that this season can be different, how much is it factored in that your rapport with CD and just the level that you guys continue to take? Where do you think that can go?
Right back to the consistency and work ethic. I think I said it last week, I don't think there's another quarterback receiver that has put in as much time as me and CD have, going back into the offseason, throughout the whole offseason, continuing throughout the year, of just the communication, understanding what I expect of him, him understanding where I'm going to put the ball, his belief, him understanding the belief that I have in him. I've told you I think he's the best receiver in the game, and I'm going to throw the ball in tight windows. I'm going to expect him to make one-on-one plays. And hell, looking at the pictures tonight, he broke down a double coverage one time that could have been a shot to him. I got off thinking it's double coverage, go back and look, and he won. And so he's a hell of a player. He makes my job a lot easier. Don't get me wrong, but I think it's the work ethic, communication that we've put into this. And he said it out there in the postgame interview. This is really just the beginning. He's a young player, special player, and we're only going to get better.
Saudi's The Athletic. Dak, 2016, you're a rookie going against Mike McCarthy and the Packers at AT&T Stadium. When you look at where you are now, just in these years, on the other side of 30 now, and the vet that you are, just where have you seen the greatest growth in your game personally?
So many different areas. Honestly, I'd be wrong if I just pointed out one area. And communicating to other guys is probably the one that is above all, and making sure that they understand. Which, I mean, as I said, I give credit to Mike, Shadi, Tolzien, and the rest of the staff, in the sense of making sure that the other guys know what I'm doing, understand what I'm doing, and then my communication with them, whether it be in the time in the off season, whether it be through the practice. Yeah, I mean, just understanding that when we're all on the same page, if we're wrong, we still have a great chance of being right. And so, yeah, a lot of growth, and I feel the best that I've had, obviously, mentally, but physically as well, throughout my career, and just excited for what's ahead.
What do you remember about the emotions going into a playoff game like that as a rookie versus now as a veteran, knowing how rare these opportunities are that you guys kind of have to bring?
Yeah, I mean, as a rookie, thought we were just going to go and wipe them off the field, and that didn't happen. Started off down 21-3, able to come back and make a play, and then, just ending it and thinking, oh, that's just an Aaron Rodgers throw to what was it, whoever it was at the time, tight end, yeah, with the Michael Jackson catch, thinking, oh, that was just a lucky play. To, as you said, 8 years later, having Mike as my coach, understanding, no, that was a play that they've practiced time and time again, because we've practiced those situations, those things time and time again. It just shows the importance of the practice, of the details, of the communication, being on the same page, what to expect in those crucial moments. But I know my emotions now are just exciting. As I said, I know we have a team, 3 units, coaching staff, support staff, everybody that's equipped and fitted to play against anybody, anywhere. And I'm excited for what we're going to do, and really excited about tomorrow, excited about how we're going to approach Monday and the first day of the preparation against the Green Bay Packers, and from there we'll go.
Jack, we're ESPN. I know you say you'll play anybody, anywhere, and believe you can win, but it seems like a huge advantage, given the way you guys are at your very best at home the last 2 years that you played and scored there. How big is that to achieving the goal that you'll get to play at least your first 2 games at home, and you might not have to only win one?
Yeah, It's huge. Just going over this, you just said that the atmosphere that the Cowboys fans have created at AT&T, the way that we've come out these last 2 years. But I can tell you this, we can't lean on that. We've got to lean on our preparation. We've got to commit to studying these guys, to being on our best, knowing our execution, know what's expected of us, playing to our standard. And, I say anybody, anywhere, but right now it's Green Bay at AT&T, and we're very fortunate we get to do it at AT&T and like the matchup already and haven't turned on the tape, but that goes in the confidence of anybody. So looking forward to diving in. As I said, we'll enjoy the plane ride. We'll enjoy tonight. But starting early in the morning, the page is turned and we're ready.
Joe. Joe White, Lone Star Live. Brock Hoffman found out about 2 hours before the game that he was going to start. What do you make of just his ability to stay ready, step in, as well as TJ passes?
Yeah, that's BTB, big time Brock. So proud of that guy. He's kind of an enforcer in that group, a guy that has a lot of attitude, huge passion for this game, wears it every day. You can see it. Approaches the game the right way, understanding that he's one sickness away from playing. And just how huge his week was practicing that guard early in the week with the Zach, the Tyron practice flow, keeping those guys healthy, to Tyler unfortunately being sick, Friday and Saturday, to him taking those reps at center, to a couple of minutes before the game, hey, you're starting at right guard, and just went out there and did what was expected of big-time Brock and performed against some great interior guys. His attitude showed all night. His presence was felt in the huddle, and super, super proud of that guy. And he's a guy that'll help this team anyhow that he can, and he showed it tonight.
Michael Gelfing, Dallas Morning News. There was a good amount of resolve in all 3 phases tonight, where early on you guys had a tip pass intercepted, block on special teams, and defensively all kinds of trick plays that they were throwing at them. What does it say about this team that it can weather that sort of thing going into the playoffs?
Yeah, the resiliency and understanding that we had to come out here and we were going to finish on our own notes, and understanding that this team across from us, that they weren't playing for much more, but I guess you could say ruin our playoff position. And so, yeah, defense did a great job of handling the trick plays. Offense moved past the interception quickly. Special teams went out and made a great play in the latter part of the game, and just shows really the resiliency and just the focus of this team, taking it one play at a time, good, bad, move on, understanding the game's always going to have ebbs and flows. And it was huge for us to do that, especially on the road, looking back at the way that we've played on the road. So proud of the guys.
Terrence Steele, he obviously had the major knee injury last year. Until you guys pulled him in the fourth quarter because everything was in hand, he played every single offensive snap this season.
That's awesome.
How much of that is a testament to the guy and how he works, and just your thoughts about that achievement?
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you for bringing that to my awareness, I guess you can say, and that's huge. I'm gonna make sure I go and tell him how proud I am of him, and just to continue everything that he's been doing from the time that guy showed up as a undrafted free agent. He's had a chip on his shoulder, and obviously when he went down last year, understanding the way that he approaches the game, the way that he respects this game, that he was going to do what was ever necessary to get himself back and healthy. And credit to Britt Brown, Jim Hansen, all those guys in the training room, Greg, and everybody that played a part in his rehab of getting him back. And, super, super proud of that guy. Talk about another guy that's dealt with people saying things and just moving past it, and understanding and having faith in himself and belief in himself, and playing his best ball here late has been huge. And the fact that he's played every snap is special, especially coming off of an injury, something that I can understand. It's huge. Super, super proud of him.
Mike Leslie, WFA Dak, I'm noticing no NFC East champion hat. I think it's your Banger and Butter t-shirt on underneath the sweatshirt, so no t-shirt either. Is there a message behind that?
No, I wouldn't say I'm trying to send a message or anything. This hat's warmer. Shirts are shirts. Won it before. Obviously, it's a huge accomplishment for myself, for this team, for this organization. Don't get me wrong by any means, but focus is ahead. Focus is ahead. Simple as that. Just simple as that. I don't know if I've honestly ever really put them on. And, something great for the family. But, I'm good. I want something better.
Last two, Todd.
Dak, what is Carpe Omnia meant to you and this team this year?
Yeah, sees everything, and credit Mike for making that the theme of this season, and it's been something that we've pointed to at different parts of the year, and right now it's bigger than ever. As we turn the page from this game, we walk in the facility. Here come tomorrow morning. Sees everything from that workout, from the film study, putting this game behind us, to watching the film on the next opponent, to every walkthrough, meeting, conversation that we're going to have. It sees everything. Stay in the moment. Make sure you leave no stone unturned, and make sure we're getting ourselves ready to go out there and seize this first game next weekend, and from there we'll continue to move.
Yeah, piggybacking on that, what's the resolve now? I mean, obviously, even going to the season, it was not about the regular season. What you guys are going to do in the playoffs? A lot of people assume you get there. Certain thing with you, the goalposts are now moved. Okay, you're successful now, but what are y'all going to do in the playoffs? That's the question about this team. What's the resolve now, going to the playoffs and answering those questions?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's credit to the guys staying focused all season long and being in the moment, each game by game, understanding that any noise outside of the star was about the playoffs. And hell, if you don't focus in, and this is the NFL, if you don't focus in week by week on who your opponent is, you're going to be sick when you look up and you're not into this tournament. So credit to the guys, to the focus, the resiliency, battling road games, battling adversity all throughout, losing star player early in Diggs and other players throughout, guys missing games, young players stepping up. Guys have done a good job of just being present right where their feet are, and right now that's more important than anything. As I said, as we move forward and walk into this facility tomorrow morning, is be the same way, the same approach in every walkthrough meeting, everything that we have to make sure that we're preparing the right way and not missing anything in our preparation and our focus. And from there, we'll control it. As I said, we'll run our own race and let you guys write about it. So we'll let you guys. We're going to write. My fault. We're going to write. Let you guys commentate about it. So appreciate y'all.